Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. I'm freshly back from the Melbourne Money Show 2025. An absolute amazing event. Something that I found was a lot more special for me this year compared to most years. So we had some pretty cool products, but there was definitely a lot more for me, excitement. And I'll go through why I enjoyed this show a lot more than other shows in the past. I've also got an interview at the end of this video with the person who runs and organizes all the events, Matt, and he goes through a little bit about the show itself. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to go through some of the products and some of the stands that we had there as well. So there's also at the Perth Mint stand one of the designers from the Perth Mint. So I was lucky enough to meet her. I did do an interview with her as well, and hopefully in the next month I'll be able to post that interview after I get it edited and approved from the Perth Mint. But that's definitely something very, very special. As you can see, I've got some autographs from her on some of the key specials products that she's designed, and I'll go through that in this video. And also I got to meet some of the other YouTubers, which is a bit of fun. So as a YouTuber, it's like a little bit of a community of other YouTubers. So I was able to meet Euro Coin Hunt, which I've got Michael's details there, and also Phil Finds and Collects, another great YouTuber from Australia that goes through Australian numismatic coins. So I'll put the links down below to their channels as well. But it's nice just to meet some other YouTubers and get to know them personally. We spent a lot of time at the Perth Mint stand talking to the designer there and just learning and understanding the processes, and which was very, very fun and fascinating for me. So first I'll go through what all the craze was. So we obviously got the Australia Post, which releases special coins at the shows every year. So I'll go through, these are the coins that they had here at the Melbourne Money Expo. As you can see here, each day you have a separate, only 120 of these are released. So day one, you got the green little foil kind of stamp, and then day two is the red. Now, one thing I noticed is also each stall holder also gets one. So there's really only about 90 per day for the general public roughly to get. So they are very hard to get, and you have to line at least 2 hours early. I was there from at least 7:30 each day to be able to obtain them. So I'll go through them, the first one. So I think the most collectible ones are going to be these two here. So we've got day one here in the green, up to 120. These are the 50-cent Lunar stake for 2025 with the stamp, with the, as you can see here, this one's got the 15th of February, and then the other one will have the 16th of February in the red. So, and all individually numbered. So very, very hard to obtain these, and very, very cool. I love the design on these. They actually really stand out really nicely. As you can see here, 2025 50-cent coin. Very, very hard to get. So very, very cool. I must admit the colors and the way this pops out on the actual PNC itself is definitely, for me, a nice one to collect. So whoever designed this has done well, and with the coin, I think these are pretty cool. So I do have these on my eBay account, so if anyone's interested in purchasing those, just look at the links down below or jump onto my eBay account. I've also got these ones here, which is the 3-coin set of King Charles. So something personally I'm not really interested in collecting. I thought I'd buy it more to show off on the channel for people that weren't at the show. As you can see here, we've got 158 and 88, which is a lucky number. So these are 2024 coins for the 2025 show. So you got the 5, 10 and 20 cent uncirculated condition. They look pretty cool. I like it how at least they had the obverse on this side. So sometimes they've done it where it's on the reverse on this side, but at least they've done the obverse. So I've obviously got the ANDA stamp there as well to add to it. So it just adds a little bit more collectability, I think, and they're pretty cool. And like I said, there's only 120 per day, so 240 max for the show. I think they're pretty cool. So, and we also had this other ANDA special, which had 750 of these. And they've got the Perth Mint coin. This is not a bullion coin, but they had these with a really cool, nice foil stamp on top of it. And I think this is pretty unique. So these were definitely very hot to collect. I might need to open this up and turn it around so at least the coin's facing the right direction. For me, I prefer the Australia Post design over this one. This one for me doesn't pop out as much, but it's still pretty cool to get. I love the silver bullion version of this. It's for me a really good design from Sean Rogers, and I also think it's an absolute classic design. Then we went over to these $1 coins that we haven't seen for a little while, but it's nice to see these back. So we've got the 30th year anniversary of ANDA with the Privy Mark of the Melbourne CBD kind of in there. You can see there, it's right just below there, which is really, really cool. And these on the day one sold out really quick. So only 5,000 of these are minted, and this is a 2025 coin, which is pretty cool because we haven't seen many 2025 coins yet. So definitely ones to collect and keep. I'll keep one of these. I had got a couple of them, but I'm going to keep one for my own personal collection because I think these are definitely cool and unique, and they come out really nice. I love having these and special coins. But I think for me, the showstopper and the one that I was enjoying the most was this one here. This is the Perthmint's Lunar Snake. And seeing it on the pictures online looked really cool, but seeing it in person, I don't know if the light on my camera can do it justice. Just how beautiful with the golden eyes and the green with the silver background. This color really, really works well for this one. So these were definitely very popular, and I think will be popular in the future. Having a silver 1 ounce coin, 4/9 fine silver. As you can see here, only a mintage of 3,000, so very, very low. Sometimes they've done them a lot higher than this, but only 3,000 of these. I think they're going to be really, really cool. I think there will be some online tomorrow at the Perth Mint if you get online early enough. I don't know how many are going to be left, but as you can see here, the color, and I think this is going to be, for me, the long-term keeper out of the actual show. So also going through this is, like I said, I was able to meet the design of one of the recent coins. So this is the coin that got released last week, and it just so happened that we had the actual design of the coin there. So as you can see, she's signed the certificate of authenticity, which I think is pretty cool and unique to have the actual designer sign the coin, sign the certificate. So this is the coin that it relates to. This is where it's got real opal in there, so it looks really, really nice. Year of the Snake that got released last week, and really cool. So happy to have her actually sign that, and I'll show you some footage now of her signing through some of these coins. I was actually able to get to sign this one as well. So she's done all the series of the Great Southern Land, which is a really beautiful series. So I might just quickly open this one up. Let's have a look at that. And as you can see here, she's signed that one as well, and comes up really nice. So love to have that. And we also had a couple of bullion, and I thought it would be something unique is to have her sign on the capsule. So I don't know if this has ever been done before, but these are two of the coins that she's done as well. And you can see her initials down the bottom right hand side there. So pretty cool to have that done, and just something very unique to have done. But the colored version of this is absolutely beautiful. So check out, hopefully in a month or so time, we'll have the interview with her. As you can see here, she signed the cover of this magazine, and there's a whole page right up about her in here. So hopefully I can find it here. Beautiful. So as you can see here, one of the most beautiful, genuine people that I've ever met, and just love the energy that she brought talking about her designs. And as you can see, the colors in this is absolutely amazing. So it was really nice to meet her, and I can't wait for that video to release. So a little bit else about the show. So what else did I buy? I ended up buying a bit more of some silver. I liked getting some of these Morgan dollars. So I'm going to do something special with these. There's a trick that you can actually do with these where you make them toned into a really beautiful color. So hopefully in the next month or so, I'll be able to do the video and show people how to tone these. So they are very collectible when they've got a nice coloring tone on that. And Euro Coin Collect was nice enough to give me some of these cool coins from his country as well. So that was, I thought, pretty unique to get that, something quite different and unique. And I thought it was really genuine of him to get that. I love collecting coins from around the world. So can't thank Michael enough, and Phil. It was really a pleasure to spend a bit of time with you. So what I'll do now is go into the interview with Matt Thompson. Hey coin collectors, so we're here at the Melbourne show, another fantastic year with amazing products this year, and it's been a lot of fun. It's nice to be out of the cool Melbourne weather as we're getting used to, but Matt, talk us through the show and the excitement and some of the amazing things we've got going this year.
Alrighty, Dan, it's always good to see you, mate. Another year, it's always nice to, see a familiar face in the crowd. So we've had a really big turnout. This is one of those events where it's always difficult to forecast how many people will turn up, what products rather will be popular. And it's safe to say that the ANDA products have been a massive hit this year. And also having the Perth Mint all the way over from Western Australia has been a really big draw card for the event. So as you can probably see behind me, we're coming up on lunchtime and the room's still full. So it's a really positive reflection on the broader collecting community. There are, as is always the case, there are a few pain points, a few things that I will always endeavour to resolve and make better for your overall experience at a Money Expo. But I think we're headed in the right direction, and hopefully we're going some way to facilitate, a good, positive collector experience.
Do you have any cool stories? Because I've seen some good stories of young kids getting into collecting. I know my daughter was getting excited. She got some cash going around. So some real positive stories from new people coming in as well.
Yeah, and it's been so nice to see around the room. There are people who are coming for the first time ever, and they've developed an interest in collecting. And it's so nice to see those interactions with some of the dealers that are really accommodating of that. Like, they understand that they may not be an expert in the field, and they're not even necessarily bargain hunting, so to speak. They are truly just, dipping their toe into the wild waters of collecting, and they're always really generous with their time. And I've seen some very generous deals going on around the room as well. So overall, I've seen a lot of smiles from the younger collectors, and that's, again, being a father myself, you don't want any more than to have your kid feel like they're at a place where they're welcome and everyone is supportive of the hobby. So it means a lot to me to be able to provide a safe place where people can enjoy the hobby in that sense.
Beautiful. And do you have a favourite product so far that's been released at all? I know personally for me it's the Lunar Snake. I love that colour. The colour just pops, even seeing it in person, it really pops out nicely.
Absolutely, and as well as I do, having gone to Perth Mint, and I think it sort of paints a clearer picture when you get to meet the designer Sean Rogers and have a conversation with him and then see the design come to life like that. It sounds like a lazy answer, like I'm just copying you, but that truly was going to be my answer, is that coloured snake. And my understanding is that that show exclusive is the only way to get that particular coin in that colour. So for any eagle-eyed collectors that are looking for something a little unusual for their collection, that would actually be my pick of the show as well.
Me too, it's great. Thanks for putting on another great show, and I'll put down the dates below for all the future shows that are coming up.
No worries at all, always good to see you, Dan, and I hope everyone enjoyed themselves at the show, and subscribe to Dan's channel. He does an incredible job for the community.
Thanks, mate.
See ya.
So once again, I can't thank Matt enough, and for the team at Perth Mint, I must admit their stall and their customer service was by far one of the best at the actual show. I loved it and loved seeing some of the products there, and thanks and appreciate the time that they've given me and the channel. Also, if you'd like to shout me a coffee for the content and for the information I provide, there's a link down below to buy me a coffee. Make sure you do give us a thumbs up, and make sure you do subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man to check out that video with the interview with the designer from the Perth Mint. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.